Hi there, good morning. You're welcome to the holiday edition of Newsroom. I am Mohammed. Coming up within 30 minutes, over 100 foreigners jailed for illegally entering Ghana. We'll bring you details shortly. Also, many injured as heavy tree falls on moving Metro Mass Transit bus on the Cape Coast Fosu Highway. 3-year-old dead with 10 others injured at Aguna Swedru following bees attack. And in business, second phase of big push to focus on nationwide railway development. Later on the international front, Kenyan police investigate alleged disappearance of ex-foreign minister. We have details of these and many more all within the next 30 minutes. Stay with me. Once again, I am Mohammed. A total of 106 foreign nationals have been handed custodial sentences by the High Court in Accra for illegally entering Ghana, highlighting the government's strict enforcement of immigration laws. Out of the number, 55 of them were handed a 28-day prison sentence, while the remaining 51 were each sentenced to 4 weeks imprisonment. All pleaded guilty to charges of illegal entry and were convicted on their own plea. The court said the convicts, after serving their sentences, should be deported to their respective home countries. They were first arraigned on October 25, 2025 and admitted the offence on March 12, 2026. Police investigations revealed that on October 7, 2026, intelligence reports indicated that over 100 foreign nationals were seen around Kuntunse satellite in Accra under suspicious circumstances. Responding officers discovered that individuals residing in a local house. During interrogation, the suspects refused to provide their true identities. They were subsequently arrested and taken to the Criminal Investigations Department for further investigation. Further inquiries established that the accused were nationals of neighboring Francophone countries who had entered Ghana between January and October 2025. None had reported to the nearest immigration office, produced travel documents, nor completed the prescribed legal forms. Authorities confirmed that none of the convicted individuals possessed legal permits to remain nor work in Ghana, prompting the court's decision to impose custodial sentences followed by deportation. Still on the security service, the Ministry of the Interior is cautioning all security services applicants to remain vigilant and avoid fraudulent messages requesting payment for medical screening. The ministry emphasizes that all official SMS notifications will come from a single authorized sender ID, CSERP. The ministry, together with the recruiting agencies, says no SMS notifications have been sent yet to applicants concerning the medical screening. In a statement, the ministry said all official messages via SMS will be dispatched between the 29th and the 31st of March 2026. The medical screening exercise is scheduled to begin on Tuesday, 7th April 2026 at designated centers across all regions. Qualified applicants are also advised to check the application portals where their status will change from qualified to medical screening once the official messages are sent. They are urged to confirm the status update before making any payment through the secure web checkout system. The ministry further stresses that no applicant is required to send money directly to any mobile money number. Applicants are encouraged to report any suspected fraud to the ministry. Now, 44 Ghanaian nationals have been rescued from a fraudulent recruitment network operating in Nigeria following a joint security operation involving authorities from both countries. According to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the victims were lured through deceptive means, including social media and informal recruitment channels, with promises of employment and travel opportunities. However, upon arrival, they were subjected to exploitative conditions such as restrictive movement, psychological coercion, and pressure to recruit others into the scheme, believed to be linked to activities of GHOne. The rescue operation was carried out on March 16 by Nigerian security agencies, including the Departments of State Services, in collaboration with relevant Ghanaian institutions. The victims arrived in Ghana on March 20. Government says it is working closely with Nigerian authorities to dismantle the criminal networks behind the operation, while also taking steps to ensure the protection, rehabilitation and reintegration of the affected individuals. The ministry further reaffirmed its commitment to safeguarding the welfare of Ghanaians both home and abroad. Now, a heavy downpour in parts of the central region has caused a significant disruption on the Cape Coast-Fosu Highway after a large tree, uprooted by strong winds, fell on a Metro Mass Transit bus heading towards Asin-Fosu. According to reports, the incident occurred during the rainfall when the tree suddenly collapsed onto the moving vehicle. However, the Metro Mass bus sustained considerable damage, leading to heavy traffic congestion along that highway. Meanwhile, portions of the road have been flooded, further impeding vehicular movement and leaving many commuters stranded. The injured persons are receiving treatment at the hospital. From one unfortunate event to another, a 3-year-old boy, Christopher Amponsa, has died, while 10 others sustained injuries following a bee attack at Wawase, a suburb of Aguna Suedu in the Aguna West municipality of the Central Region. The incident occurred around 5 p.m. on Saturday, March 21, 2026, when a swarm of bees attacked residents, causing panic as people ran for safety. The young boy was unable to escape and was severely stung. He was later pronounced dead at the Aguna Suedu Government Hospital while receiving treatment. Speaking to GHOne News, the Deputy Director for Technical at the National Disaster Management Organization in the Aguna West Municipality, Paula Ple, confirmed the incident. He said emergency response teams, including NADMO and personnel from the Ghana National Fire Service, were dispatched to the scene to bring the situation under control. Out of the 10 injured victims, 6 are currently receiving treatment at the hospital, while 4 have been treated and discharged. Mr. Aple noted that the affected area has since been sprayed to prevent further attacks and assured that all injured persons are promptly receiving treatment. The body of the deceased has been deposited at the mortuary for autopsy and preservation. In other news, the Dean of the School of Engineering Sciences at the University of Ghana, Professor Elsie Akosua-Kaufman, has blamed her generation for failing the Ghanaian youth in their inability to holistically address the illegal mining menace popularly known as galamsey, which has plagued the country. She emphasized that as current leaders, it behoves upon them to eliminate the practice as its devastation is far-reaching, leaving future generations with nothing but a decimated environment, which was not the case when they were younger. She therefore tasked the youth to come up with technological innovations to deal with the phenomenon that has become an albatross with no solutions in sight.
Today in particular, I'm looking forward to hearing you, our young people. It's not sufficient to just restore what has been destroyed. I'm looking for the ideas that will help us prevent it even from happening, so that we don't have to focus on restoration, but to focus also on prevention. Our young people, we are counting on you. Maybe the people in my generation who have failed you, but you have a chance to make a difference. And I hope you are here excited just as I am to hear what the solutions may be. Last year, my advice to organizers was to not just focus on the ideas that come here, but to support ideas with resources that will make them achievable.
Moving on, barely 24 hours after the breakdown of the only ferry transporting passengers and goods across the Afam River in the Afam Plains South District of the Eastern Region, President John Dramani Mahama has announced that construction of a new bridge will commence in the coming days to ease the burden on commuters. The ferry, which links Adeso and Echiamanfum, broke down mid-journey on Friday, March 20, due to an engine fault, leaving passengers stranded for hours. Speaking at a sword-cutting ceremony for the first Farmer Service Center at Takrachne in Afam Plains South District, President Mahama assured chiefs and people of the area that a contract has been awarded to Sonitra Construction Limited for that project.
I feel so as empire woho. I'm saying na yankrofoni bi bano. Almost say omudure chairman from omo fro pantoon no. I'm say pantoon no engine back up na ye juma. And they say engine no engine semu free. And ensure and the pontoon equi. They say fishermen na di omo canoes ni omo outboard motors train pontoon no buy. They say nti me share mo bo abra ye campaign. Na eye me ahohoaho a eye me anije se me ka kire mo se contractor me kan ye no ye de ama contractor no enche bia mo be hu se contractor beba obesi ye be see bridge mono near you pantu na free ho. And it's our contract no ye de ama company I feel almost Sonitra mumu bebre ate omonka omo nim omo ejuma enche bia ombeba no mwashase AC bridge no.
In other news, the celebrated Ghanaian Afro-Boots and dance sensation Livingston Eche Satekla, better known as Stonebwoy, has praised Drive to Inspire Africa, a non-for-profit organization for awarding scholarships to some needy but brilliant students. He noted that it is important for every well-to-do individual and organization to extend their benevolence to the vulnerable in society, especially in the educational sector, to bridge the poverty gap. That's more in the following report.
The annual event selects brilliant students from underserved communities and offers them comprehensive scholarships to enable them to realize their dreams of a better future through formal education. Speaking on the sidelines of the event, Stonebwoy underscored the importance of such gestures.
I think it cuts across, just female, and it seeks to empower and support women. Today, what I saw really touched my heart. Nobody deserves to suffer so much to get some basic things sorted, like education, food, clothes, and shelter. And I've been an activist about speaking on these things. When you check some of my music and all those, you know that I put my money where my mouth is, and I'm present where my purpose is. So you find me in places like this, trying to actually use my presence and my status to empower and continue to encourage, people.
Nanajua Hackman, founder of Drive to Inspire Africa, says education forms a vital part of every human, especially the girl child, hence the need to always prioritize it.
It started from me going to speak to young people in the Eastern region about just trying to inspire them, motivate them so that they will study hard and improve their grades, because apparently the grades in that particular constituency were not the best. So I did that, and that experience, and it just brought for me, I knew that there was a need, but I just realized how simple things that I could offer made a huge difference.
The beneficiaries pledged their commitment to take their studies seriously, become responsible citizens, and contribute meaningfully to society.
Now, a surgical dentist at the Takwa Municipal Hospital, Victor Pencil, is calling for a ban on sugary drinks and candies in basic schools following worrying findings from a recent dental screening exercise. The exercise, conducted by the Goldfields Foundation in collaboration with Unilever Ghana, revealed growing oral health concerns among school children in the Takwa enclave.
The prevalence of oral diseases continues to rise globally, largely driven by rapid urbanization, changing lifestyles, and increased consumption of sugary foods and beverages. Limited access to oral healthcare services and inadequate awareness of proper dental hygiene further worsen the situation, particularly amongst children. This concern is becoming increasingly evident in the Takwa enclave, where a dental health screening conducted in selected basic schools in the area revealed that approximately 1 in every 4 pupils suffers from a dental condition, including tooth decay and dental cavities. According to Dr. Victor Pencil, a surgical dentist at the Takwa Municipal Hospital, these findings underscore the urgent need for intensified dental health education among basic school pupils. He warns that without early intervention, these conditions could have long-term effects on children's overall health and well-being.
We are having a lot of tooth decay. And so the question is, are we just going to sit in our clinics and fill the teeth and pull them out? That is just a very small component of the intervention we can put in. But I believe the greatest component by which we can help bring down this menace is to educate the children, the community, and beyond education, we equip them with the necessary skills to prevent it.
Dr. Pencil further identified the excessive consumption of candies and sugary beverages as a major contributor to the growing incidence of tooth decay amongst children. He is therefore advocating for a complete ban on the sale of such products within school environments, particularly in provision shops located in and around basic schools.
We need to place a ban or limit the consumption of these sweets and beverages in our lower institutions of learning, because there is much evidence that if you control or decrease the amount of sugar consumption, you will be able to bring down tooth decay.
Project coordinator for the Goldfields Foundation, Mohammed noted that the screening exercise forms part of broader efforts to promote proper oral hygiene among pupils, particularly within host communities. She emphasized the importance of early education in shaping lifelong healthy habits.
We will say the parents should take good care of their kids in terms of oral hygiene. Growing up, you see our parents will give us toothbrush, brush your teeth, but supervising them to brush it well and even using the right technique in brushing is also another challenge. And to the people or to the kids, whatever we've taught them, we hope that they are going to practice it in their various homes and in educating their peer educators on what they learned here. So we are teaching them using the right technique in how brushing your teeth and also practicing oral hygiene. The cavities that is prevalent in our communities is the toffees and the other things that they eat. So we are teaching them to practice good oral hygiene among themselves.
Some pupils who participated in the screening expressed their appreciation for the initiative, noting that it has equipped them with proper knowledge on dental care, highlighting the importance of maintaining good oral hygiene.
And this program, organized by Goldfields and Pepsodent, has helped me to know more about dental care. Things I'll have to do to keep my teeth strong and healthy. That is by brushing my teeth twice daily with Pepsodent, because it contains fluorine, which makes my teeth strong.
The importance of brushing your teeth is that it prevents your teeth from tooth decay and gives you a good breath. If you brush your teeth twice a day, it will make your teeth be clean and healthy. So every day you brush your teeth. You must don't eat toffees. If you eat toffees, it will not help you. So every day you must brush your teeth.
Through this initiative, Goldfields Foundation and Unilever Ghana have reached over 1,000 pupils in basic schools across Takwa, offering free dental care services and essential oral health education to promote lifelong hygiene practices amongst children.
Today is World Meteor Day, and as Ghana joins the rest of the world to mark the day, Director General of the Ghana Meteorological Agency, Dr. GHOne, has dismissed claims that the agency regularly gets weather forecasts wrong. Speaking on GH today, Dr. GHOne explained that weather forecasting is based on probability, which means projections may or may not always be exact. He added, however, that the agency's forecasts have been accurate in recent times.
People think, yes, a bit skeptical about the information that we provide as you ask the question. Sometimes we get it wrong. Not that sometimes we get it wrong. In fact, seriously speaking, people who have been following us these days will not come to that conclusion that we get it wrong. It may not be exactly as we have predicted, but by and large, we've been very effective in our forecasting these days. What people need to understand is that the forecast, we call it a probabilistic forecast.
Right.
It's like, I mean, I was setting example just from a few minutes ago about even as individual, and then end of year, beginning of the year, you have your own plan for the year, isn't it? But your own plan, first quarter is just about ending. Some people have veered off their plan already. And so there's always a level of uncertainties when it comes to projection. And so it's not like you say it will rain, 100% it will rain. That's where, because we don't control the atmosphere.
Sure.
There are a lot of changes that happen within these 6 hours that we issue the forecast that I spoke about that can change course of time. Yes, so people should understand it that way and then will not accuse us of saying it will rain and that it didn't rain.
Let's now bring you the latest in business.
The Business Brief is brought to you by CompuGhana, passion for technology.
The Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Railway Development Authority, Dr. Frederick Apo, has announced that President John Dramani Mahama's second phase of the Big Push project will prioritize the expansion of railway lines across Ghana. He made these remarks at the NDC's 10 Refresher Program held at the University of Education Winnebah's Ejumako campus in the Central Region. The program was held under the theme Empowering Fresh Minds on Leadership and Political Participation to Build the Ghana We Want Together.
And the big push, as I was coming from Accra to Central Region, you can see that all the roads have been done, which is something a testament to the government initiative of making sure that we complete our roads. Yes, regarding the railway, the big push we are doing in phases. So even phase 1 is looking at the roads infrastructure. Whilst we are waiting for the big push, and phase 2 will be what? For railway. But whilst the road construction is ongoing, we are still even considering doing amazing things at the railway sector. Jamatin Pagadan is working. We are now doing about 6,782 passengers per week, which is great. And at the moment, through His Excellency the President, we are also bringing the cargo train in Ghana by July of this year. So it's now mainly testament to the government to reset not just the economy, but by and large the railway sector.
Now, the Bogoso Prestea gold mine has received a major boost as Heath Goldfields Limited takes delivery of a new fleet of mining equipment to support its ongoing transformation and revival. The fleet, which includes haul trucks, excavators, and other heavy-duty machinery, was delivered through a partnership with Ghanaian contractor Freedom Company Limited and is expected to significantly enhance operational efficiency, improve productivity, and accelerate efforts to restore the mine as a key gold-producing asset in Ghana.
At Heath Goldfields Limited, the reopening and transformation of the Bogoso Prestea gold mine is guided by a clear vision to build a modern, efficient and sustainable mining operation that delivers lasting value to our people, our communities and Ghana. Today marks another important step in that journey. Heath Goldfields is proud to welcome a new mining fleet delivered through our partnership with Freedom Company Limited, a capable Ghanaian mining contractor and valued partner in our operations.
So the arrival of this big mining fleet has come in the right time as the mine prepares to ramp up production.
This fleet includes brand new Komatsu 785 haul trucks, together with excavators, dozers, loaders, and other key mining equipment that will strengthen our mining operations at Bogoso Prestea. The arrival of this equipment significantly enhances our operational capacity, improving our ability to move ore and waste efficiently while supporting safe, reliable, and productive mining activities. More importantly, it reflects the scale of investment being made to restore the Bogoso Prestea mine and return it to its rightful place as one of Ghana's important gold-producing assets.
Freedoc being the main business partners to Heath Gold Fields, as part of the contracts, we have just started our mobilization to site. As we can all witness, the first consignment of the equipment.
Our partnership with Freedoc Company Limited is a strong demonstration of Heath Gold Fields' commitment to working with capable Ghanaian contractors, strengthening local participation in the mining industry, and creating shared value across the mining supply chain.
The journey so far for Heath Gold Fields has been very smooth and very successful. And when we started operations, we were using smaller fleets like ADTs and then highway trucks to start the mining. But we sat down strategically and noticed we need to now bring in some bigger fleets, like what you see behind us, the Komatsu 785s, to boost our production.
As this fleet joins our operations, it will play a critical role in supporting our production targets and accelerating full revival of the Bogoso Prestea gold mine. At Heath Gold Fields, we remain focused on investing in the right partnerships, the right equipment, and the right people to build a mine that will deliver long-term value for employees, communities, and our country.
We're looking at, in the coming quarter, in quarter 2, to ramp up our production from 40,000 tons per day to 80,000 tons per day on the average. This is going to help us to be able to strip the waste that we have sitting on top of the ore, so that we can have enough ore to deliver to the crusher and be crushed and also processed for the gold to be produced.
Heath Gold Fields Limited, enriching lives through sustainable gold mining.
So, Freedoc, we are here to stay. Thank you.
The Director General of the State Interest and Governance Authority, SIGA, Professor Michael Kpesa-White, has called on the boards and CEOs of state-owned enterprises to exercise prudence in their expenditure. Speaking at the 2026 Annual SIGA Conference, he emphasized the spending should focus on delivering tangible results while avoiding wasteful procurement and unnecessary travel. He also reminded the CEOs that audited financial statements of SOEs must be submitted by the statutory April deadline, stressing the importance of timely and transparent reporting.
Make your boards work. Ensure committees are active, especially audit and risk committees. Demand that internal controls are not just written but enforced. Treat internal control function as a shield for the institution, not as a nuisance to be managed. Where controls are weak, leakages follow. Where leakages follow, credibility collapses. If we want public trust, we must show clean hands and clean processes. So, colleagues, be prudent in spending. Public funds are not for comfort. They are a duty. Spent to deliver results, to maintain assets, to improve service quality, and to expand productive capacity. Let us avoid avoidable travels, avoid wasteful procurement, avoid decisions that look good today but have dire implications and liabilities for tomorrow. And let's be serious about reporting and compliance. Delays in reporting do not merely break rules. They weaken oversight, hide risk, and expose public resources. Audited financial statements must be submitted by the statutory deadline in April. By April 30th, we are all expected to submit our audited financial statements. And then just by way of process, it is that which serves as a raw material for SIGA to do the state ownership reports. So what you saw in the first presentation was based on 2024. 2025 ended just about 3 months ago. And so February ending was the deadline for the unaudited, and April 30th will be the deadline for audited. And once we receive that, we move into action to analyze and then produce the next state ownership report, which we hope will be ready by the end of August.
That's it for the Business Brief. Up next is the latest in international news.
The Business Brief was brought to you by CompuGhana, passion for technology.
Kenyan police are investigating the reported disappearance of former Foreign Minister Raphael Tuju, been abducted. According to Tuju's family, the ex-minister and his driver went missing as they were on their way to an evening radio interview on Saturday. Police say his vehicle was found abandoned with its hazard lights on along a road in Karen, an upmarket suburb of the capital, Nairobi. They say they could not reach him as his phone was switched off. The former minister, who served in several roles, including foreign minister, has been embroiled in a long-running legal battle contesting the auction and takeover of his properties in Nairobi over an unsettled bank loan. That's it for the bulletin led by Alisa Ite. Thank you very much for watching. For more news updates, kindly log on to starfm.com.